Since 648 BC, competitive mixed martial arts has brought crowds of people to watch two fighters brawl, punch and kick it out until one party concedes. Shoot forward to the 21st century and the UFC still provides the same entertainment. Their story isn't without a few bruises and beatings, but it's impressive nonetheless. Welcome to Startup Stories, where we follow startups who have made it big to help you understand their business ins and outs and use this knowledge to boost your own. In November 1993, the UFC opened its doors to fighters from across the globe. The goal? To find the ultimate fighting champion. The stage? A single night tournament featuring the best athletes skilled in various disciplines of martial arts. The winner would be crowned the champion of the UFC. Humble beginnings, a simple tournament, yet so much potential. In 2001, the UFC as you know it was born, under the new ownership of Zuffa LLC, and with owners like Frank Fertitta III, Lorenzo Fertitta, and Dana White. MMA was restructured into an organised, sanctioned and controlled combat sport. It's now broadcast in over 165 countries and territories, with more than 60 global broadcast partners, to more than 1.1 billion TV households in 40 different languages. Impressive, right? They've also aimed to break down gender stereotypes and set new standards for athlete health by providing fighters with accident insurance for training-related injuries. They also allow USADA to administer random in and out of competition drug tests to ensure the competition is as fair as possible. It all sounds great, however sometimes the green-eyed monster takes over. Enter the uniform deal with Reebok, starting in July 2015. UFC said it was introduced to elevate their brand's look and provide fighters with high-quality gear tailored for MMA. What they don't mention is the fact that not all that glitters is gold. Fighters who were sponsored by apparel companies lost out. The minority sponsored by Reebok were fine, but the rest were left in the mud, with much of their income slashed. It's one of the most hated brand deals in sporting history, and for good reason. It sent a message to fighters that they were second to money, and that tainted the reputation of the UFC badly. Brand deals are important for lots of businesses. They can be extremely lucrative for your business and for the sponsor. As you advertise their product, they support your business and become a brand partner. However, sometimes they can go wrong. Here's how you should approach brand deals to avoid this. Firstly, focus on brands you trust and believe in. A positive relationship with this sort of brand helps you to stick to your values and is the most likely to benefit both parties. Secondly, avoid brands with histories of bad press or controversy. It could lead to negative press for yourself and your business, which could be detrimental to your growth. Thirdly, be careful to think about your target audience. Don't work with brands that are unsuitable for your audience, as occurred with a few YouTubers sponsored by loot box sites. Long story short, don't promote gambling to children. Moving on. We mentioned the UFC's attempt to level the playing field with drug tests administered randomly by an independent organisation. However, it's not shy of drug scandals, and they're not always dealt with properly. After UFC 182, Nick Diaz was handed a 5-year ban and a $150,000 fine for traces of marijuana in his urine sample. This cut off his primary income source for 5 years and prompted the Twitter storm of #FreeNick. Anderson Silva, a stalwart and legend of the UFC, was found with a variety of banned substances in his sample. He claimed they were from a dodgy sexual enhancement drug given to him by a friend in Thailand. Make of that what you will. John Jones had traces of cocaine in his sample. After winning the light heavyweight title, he was stripped of it. After returning from a year-long ban, he won the interim title again, then failed another drug test, stripped again. In August 2016, UFC was acquired by global sports, entertainment and fashion leader Endeavour, together with strategic partners Silver Lake Partners and KKR, making history as the largest ever financial acquisition of a sports property at $4 billion. It has a bevy of international TV deals, a solid and well-oiled domestic TV agreement in place with Fox, a burgeoning digital platform in Fight Pass, and the volatile but always profitable pay-per-view business. Let's talk about pay-per-view. It started in 1948 for the Joe Louis vs Jersey Joe boxing fight. The way it works is companies can offer single tickets, subscriptions, rentals and similar to watch a specific show or event ad-free. It simply puts your content behind a paywall. The positives? With the right content behind it, it's very profitable. There's also no distraction from the event as there are no ads. There's also a higher return on investment than advertising would offer. So, what are the negatives? Putting the wrong bit of content behind a paywall could mean you lose money. Examples of pay-per-view services are the UFC Fight Pass, YouTube Red, and the Sky Box Office. Now, the fights, what everyone loves the UFC for. In 2011, there was the Dan Henderson vs Shogun Rua rematch, won by Henderson in a fight that went the distance. 2013, the famous Gustafsson against John Jones in a massive heavyweight bout. In 2015, the notorious Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo in just 13 seconds. 2016 saw the fall of the previously untouched Ronda Rousey against Holly Holm. Finally, in 2020, Weili Zhang beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk in one of the best fights in UFC history, ending with the massive hematoma for Joanna. Crazy fights, and why so many people love to watch it. So, what can we learn, courtesy of the UFC? Firstly, be careful with brand deals and make sure you have everyone in mind. Don't let money cloud your vision. Secondly, when you have the right piece of content, you can use pay-per-view to improve on revenues. However, make sure it's worth your customers' while, otherwise they may not come back. Next, make sure you focus on the important things, in the same way UFC focuses on fighter safety. New kits look nice, but without a safe environment for fighters, it couldn't be used. Finally, strive to be a champion, even if you're not an ultimate fighter. Thank you for watching Startup Stories. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to our channel. For more business and startup-based content, check out our other videos and our blog using the link to our website in the description. Stay safe, stay on it, and keep thriving.